Why hello there! It's time to take out last month's trash, but first I'm gonna plug the Patreon. $2 gets you into Discord and $5 gets you early access. Shout out to the new $2 member, Norman Butchwald. Thank you for joining us. If you want to get a shout out in the next video, please click the link below. Alright, here's some garbage. Well, it's time again for another worthless blah blah blah. You probably already know the drill. I've done this so many times and it just feels like I'm doing the same shit over and over again. Oh, this sucks, that sucks, fuck this, fuck that. There have been times when I just thought about ending this ritual of making lists. Now, I'm not gonna go and do that, but in case you haven't noticed, and judging by the view counts, you haven't, but there's more to me than just being a hater. My background is not in criticism or journalism, but in filmmaking. I started this channel with the idea that I'd eventually start making short films of my own and putting them on here. Well, it took me a few years, but I found a way to do just that, so please go watch those videos. They were very short and very fun to make. More so than this worthless, because Jesus fuck, 2024 has been trashed so far. Yes, I'm a mess with an S on my chest, got stressed. In fact, I think I may have given 2023 a little too much shit for being a mostly nothing of a year, because 3 months into the year, and we already have stuff so bad it's making me beg for the drab of last year. This is a year when Ben Shapiro, yes, the same guy who complained about wet-ass P-word, put out a rap number with Tom McDonald and it charted for 1 week. There were other bad things about this year too. The kind of bad things that could potentially make a year go down in history as a real shit show. So because we love shit shows so much, I guess, let's go and take a look at... You the shit, bitch. You not even the fault. I be going hard. I'm breaking their hearts. But they saw what I saw. They would fall the way I felt. Yeah, he's finished. So if I get jealous, I can't help it. Sure, he's been on the charts for more than 2 weeks this time, but his latest has just been middling around. I don't see this as a comeback. It's more of a last gasp at relevance for someone people have not liked since that Man of the Woods disaster. And Britney's memoir only made things worse. Let's just say we're never gonna hear Cry Me a River the same way again. Speaking of Britney, it's pretty funny that Justin's Selfish was beat to the top of the iTunes charts by Britney's 2011 song, Selfish. A rare example of spite buying being done for good. And I know I've been harping about this and I should be talking about the song itself, but what is there really to say? It's just slop. It's dull, it's boring, it sounds like not a bad thing. I know people make promises all the time. And that was from what, 11 years ago? And it was also dull and boring slop? Who was clamoring for not a bad thing too? So if I get jealous. Oh well, at least he gets to have a ride into the sunset, I guess. Go fade into obscurity, JT. I don't think an NSYNC reunion is gonna save you from this one. I want every bit of you, I guess I'm selfish. You the shit, bitch. You not even the fault. Sensational. Oh joy, Chris Brown is still around. Here we are in 2024 and he's got yet another single charting. And he's going on tour this year. Gross indeed. And I've just realized we've had nearly 2 decades of Chris Brown. How? I see he's trying to go for reggaeton. Sensational isn't that bad, I guess. It's merely meh. Certainly better than whatever he's got on Global right now. I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Oh, hello, acoustic guitar and ambience. Yep, looks like we're gonna hear Bad Boy Breezy show his soft side. And all these mistakes of mine. Well, it's boring. Just very one-note instrumentation and Chris Brown being Chris Brown all over the place. Is there more? Oh, energy? I'm not feeling any energy here. I'm just waiting for something to happen. And there it is. It turns into a different song. Wow, we are just pulling out all the stops and being deep and meaningful. Psych. It's just another generic Chris Brown slop song. Chris Brown and meaning. What was I even expecting? As we're closely approaching year 20 of Chris Brown, I still have no clue what he gives us that we don't get from better artists. And when you get down to it, that's my real problem with this whole thing. He was just never all that great to begin with. And he still isn't. You the shit, bitch. You're not even the fuck. Oh, look at that. Tate McRae is still around. And this is probably looking like her breakout year. Greedy is still everywhere, just as much as it was 3 months ago. That other song of hers doesn't seem to be going anywhere, though. Let's find out why. Alright, we got a typical pop beat, a few echoing sounds here and there, and Tate is being... well, she's being a bitch, for lack of a better word. And she's going on about the ones who she's loved and left. Does this remind you of anything? Yeah, that El King song. I like that one. So hey, maybe I'd like this. Let's play it. Happens every time. I don't make many big calls, but it's how I get. Yeah, this is slop. Like, I know I've been taken to saying the word slop a lot, but when I hear stuff like this, that's the word that comes to mind. Maybe I should start using an online thesaurus on my scripts. Kinda like how Tate took X's and O's and used an online thesaurus on the lyrics. It's the same thing, but not even worse, just less. Tate does have talent, I'm not denying that, it's somewhere. I appreciate the effort, but nah, this ain't it. Kisses to my exes, sure, whatever you say. I still got your number and your necklace, kisses to my exes. You the shit, bitch. You're not even the fuck. Oh, hold up, there seems to be something wrong with my hearing. Yeah, that's what happens when you get old, things just start going away. Oh wait, that fuzzy sound that keeps popping up is part of this song. Never mind. You know, I'm kinda tired of this trend of distortion. It was cool for a while, but we don't need to be constantly trying to destroy ears and speakers. And then what do you end up with? Just a Diet Coke version of Travis Scott. Other than that, it's fine. I like the synth, but I don't know. That annoying fuzzy noise is enough for me to just not want to listen anymore. I'm putting this one in the irritating tier. God bless the scale of annoyance. Always there for me when I don't feel like trying. You the shit, bitch. You're not even the fuck. Fuck the club up. Fuck the club up. Fuck the club up. I actually don't mind this one. I still got the juice, bitch, bite a sippy. FTCU is alright. I like the Flocka sample. She's got some pretty funny lines here and there. But yeah, Nicki released her long-awaited sequel to Pink Friday. Haven't really sat down and listened to it, but I have glanced at a few tracks. If you gotta put a op down, I don't see shit. Like this one, R&B. I'm not gonna say what it stands for, but yeah, I like this one. Has a nice glamorous atmosphere to it, and it's got Lil Wayne and Tate Kobang. Wait, Tate Kobang? Really? Well, shit, that's awesome. It's nice to see a local Baltimore guy make it to the show. Well, anyway, here's the one that samples Junior Senior.
We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the spot.
This is one I wanted to like at first, mostly because it reminds me of that Junior Senior song. Yeah, you know, Move Your Feet. It kicked my ass back in 2003, and I got the album, and it was just bop after banger after, oh my god, this album rules. And here we got a club remix, which should be good, but I don't know.
I ain't tryna be buddy. I'm a multi-million-dollar home.
It's just not doing it for me. I don't think it's ruining the song, but it's just not really doing anything except looping the body voice. It can get irritating.
Spit another bag on my. Nah, nigga, you ain't fucked the new.
Body, body, body. Just saying a bunch of lines and letting the sample finish them. It's a neat trick, but it also repeats itself over and over, which is a surefire way to make something get old. And we've got Lil Uzi Vert, and they're just, well, there. They don't really do much of note. Besides, they already gave us Just Wanna Rock. And that was amazing the first time around, but here, it's just weak sauce. Yeah, it was a good effort, but it just ends up making me want to listen to the original instead. Sorry, Barbs. R&B actually is a good song, though. Go stream that.
And now, a word from our sponsor. Hey, Major City, your car radio looks dead. Let's liven it up with WCHR 62.1 FM, the classics of hits. Yes, we're somehow still on the air, giving you timeless hits like Tarmac Boy by Baltimorean. And got a Saturday night fever? Well, we got the cure. Spraying Alive by the Beat Jeeps. We've even got throwbacks for our millennial listeners. Relive your younger days of staring out the window to the sounds of This Is My Life by Bon Jovi. It's my life. It's classic hits from all eras. Here's another one, Stumptown Girl by Billy Joe. Yes, we got all the greatest hits, like Compensated by Avril Lavigne. Tell me why you have to go make things so complicated. Sure, you could get a streaming service, but that costs money. So come listen to our radio station because radio is free. That's WCHR 62.1 FM, the classics of hits. Honesty, promise me you're never gonna find your focus. No. And now back to the list. Think you the shit, bitch. You're not even the fault.
Oh no. I think I sensed some real suckage up ahead. Good Neighbors. Okay, we'll see about that. Oh, they spell it with the U. Wow, so hip. And we got some whistling and some plotting and a generic indie singer. Why, it's like I'm back in 2011 already. But is this thing gonna rock or what? Oh, okay, we have percussion blasts. That's stupid. Look, I love percussion. I learned to play on the drums when I was a kid. This comes off as the kind of thing I would do when I would just start learning. just sitting behind the drum kit, banging around going, yeah, yeah, drums, woo! Yeah, no, kid, that's not how you do it. It's like in that one South Park episode, the kids are all trying to play seriously and Cartman's just pounding the snare drum playing pretend rock star. It's ridiculous, and it makes me facepalm. Not that the rest of the song is any good. Yeah, this definitely is a song I would never play alright. It's pretty funny when the songs set themselves up like that. Nice try, Good Neighbors with a U, but no, this isn't good at all. If this is home, then it's no wonder I left. Ha 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 ha, more like Bad Neighbor. Alright, it's time for the funny number. Let's see something funny. Haha, the 1975. Hilarious. Oh, how dare I slander the 1975. That's sure to make everyone laugh. No, hold that thought, because it's not the 1975. It is a song that is literally called Not the 1975. She's the type to just look at me, then write me off. Haha, alright, let's get into it. We have a very the 1975 sounding tune about some girl he just met, and he wants to get into her pants. So he gets an idea. So I said, DJ, can you play her? That one song that talks about chocolate. He gives the DJ a 20 and asks him to play that song about chocolate. Or maybe it's the one about Caroline, I don't know. So what happens next? Oh, burn! Yes, that's right. Shut that shit down. You, sir, are not the 1975. You're not even Ross. I said, girl, I might not be famous yet, but I'm gonna put you in a song that I write. Dude, stop. You already lost. Also, I'm gonna put you in a song that I write is not the romantic flex you think it is. We're in a city full of strangers. In fact, you know what this reminds me of? Not the 1975, har har. It actually reminds me more of Bruce. As in that Rick Springsteen song where he's mistaken for Bruce Springfield. Except here it's kind of trying to be the inverse, which makes this joke even more unfunny and pathetic. I like how it sounds like the 1975, but again, it just makes me want to listen to the genuine article instead. Oh, of course they're gonna use the riff from The Sound. No, we're done here. That it was rough, but lately I've been... We're really doing it, aren't we? We're really gonna try to make Benson Boone a thing. 2024 really is a cursed year. I found a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay the night and... Alright, so we got a white guy with acoustic guitar song. Guess he's going full on here. And it's about how he's got a girl and he loves her girl. And he don't want to lose her. But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. Yawn. This is so boring and generic. Can something please happen? Please stay. Oh. Oh. These beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. Ha ha ha, yes. Oh fuck yes. That's more like it. Oh man, it's been a while since I've heard something that reminds me of the lame 70s, and I am so here for it.
If everything's good and it's great, why do I sit and wait till it's gone?
You know what? I think Benson Boone may have found his calling. Throwbacks to all the lame kitsch sounds of decades past. The shit we all laughed at back then.
These beautiful things that I've got.
It's still bad music, but it's bad music I might have an affection for. So, Benson Boone, the Louis Capaldi wannabe?
Before I turn your heart into a ghost town.
Yeah, we don't need that at all. But Benson Boone, the Bruno Mars of embarrassing music trends? Yes, let's fucking go. Can't wait for this kid's power ballad. Or hell, maybe he should start his own swing band. I'm actually being serious, that would be interesting. I honestly love this. God, what was I complaining about?
These beautiful things that I've got.
You the shit, bitch. You not even the fault.
I really did not want to put this on the list. I didn't even want to acknowledge it at all because you guys ever heard the old adage of, if you ignore something, maybe it'll just go away? That adage has been a pack of lies. Like Donald Trump, speaking of lies, ever since he lost the election, I have just tried my best to ignore him. But he kept showing up with every stupid court case and constant hawking of the Dr. Oz's and Herschel Walkers of the world. Everyone on both sides of the aisle just kept talking him up or down or sometimes both, and now look where we are. Trump's running for president again. And if that wasn't enough, Kanye now has a #1 album with a #1 single, and now I gotta put him on the worst list because ignoring him sure as hell hasn't worked out so well either. Oh boy, here we go. Of course, people are like, who cares about what Kanye did or said? It's about the music, man. As long as the track's still hot, right?
Way too rich to drive a Rolls. Made $1 million out of stove. She let her put it in her nose. Pretty bitch with white toes.
Yeah, this is horse shit. Just some soccer hooligan voices and what sounds like a guitar breaking down. It's like Mo Bamba, but with all the fun taken out and replaced with drivel. I probably should point out this is a collab album between Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign, credited as $, or East, like that video game franchise from the 90s. Honestly, I never really cared much for Ty. Same can be said for the featured guy, Playboy Cardi. I'm aware that a lot of people like him, but I can't for the life of me figure out exactly what makes him stand out. Now, if those were the only problems, this wouldn't even be a contender for this list. No, the problem starts with that hell of a life riff, which I'll just let Ozzy say it.
Don't go out with a fucking t-shirt with cocaine on your fucking t-shirt and a fuck. Give me the fucking knife.
Now I'm Ye Kelly, bitch. Now I'm Bill Cosby, bitch.
But then, oh boy, there's Ye, and he is just leaning into his controversy in the worst way. Comparing himself to R. Kelly and Bill Cosby is bad enough. And he also talks about how he's never been canceled. Just like
This for what they did to Chris. They can't do shit with this.
Chris fucking Brown. Oh my god, you're really going there. Oh, and P. Diddy too, although we'll see what happens with him. But hey, at least he didn't brag about getting away with anti-Semitism.
Crave, bipolar, anti-Semite, and I'm still the king.
Nope, he saved that for another track. This fucker ISTG.
Now I'm Puff Daddy Rich. That's me, to me rich.
So no, this shit is not worth bringing him back for. But hey, as long as he still puts on a great live show, right? Well, here he is at Rolling Loud. So, You guys gonna say anything? Do anything? No? You're just gonna fuck around on stage while the album plays from a tape deck? Oh, wait, no. Let me correct myself. This isn't a live show. It's a listening experience. See, this is art. It has, like, a message. The message is, change it. This was cool the first 20 times. Now it's just grating. Also, 9 versions? Are you fucking serious? Big Will outsold. I just never really got into these K-pop and J-pop ballads. I get it, it's just this kind of sound in general is not for me even when I can understand the language.
So I bought you another pair.
Oh, I wanted to like this one more than I do. The beat is really smooth, but it gets kind of monotonous after a while. And that's before we get to the Drake verse. I'm a stand-up guy like Dave Chappelle. No comment.
And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains.
I've heard this about 20 or 30 times now, and the only things I remember are the Cadillac Dale sample and Jack's YOLO flow. Everything else is just in one ear and out the other. This is a perfect example for a radio filler song, so of course it's been squatting at the top for so long.
I can still remember.
Oh, you're back? Well, they were the guys who killed rock. Maybe they can bring it back?
The walls are melting too. How about you?
Nope, this is not rock. Irritating noise.
I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning.
Guys, I think Hardy might be an asshole. Just a hunch. I don't like the part where he's all... Ugh, this is such butt rock.
Back up at the gravesite. Bitch, I'm back like Jay Christ.
And here we have what might be the last we ever see of Lil Nas X. That was pretty funny when it debuted at 69 on the main chart, but since then, it has just completely fallen off in a way that's giving me your career is over vibes. I hope I'm wrong, though. Maybe he'll be like the real J. Christ and rise again? Alright, let's end this crazy thing.
Think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fuck. I be going hard.
So, here's my defense on why I didn't put Carnival at number 1. At least Kanye has a following. All other things considered, I get why Carnival went to number 1 on Billboard. I get why people bought the album. Like his token white friend Donnie Trump, he too can shoot a guy on 5th Avenue and people will still pay money to see him just stand around on stage for an hour. At least I know who this is for. As opposed to this group I have here, who, as far as I know, don't have any real fans. Oh, sure, they have people who buy the album and go to their live show, but they don't seem to be excited to do either. They seem to be one of those groups that just exists to exist. I'm talking, of course, about Jared Leto's music career. Yay, 30 Seconds to Mars is back. Whoop-de-doo for them. I'm aware of this band, but I've never really gotten familiar with them. I just know they had a few hits in the 2000s and they consist of the Leto brothers. From what I gather, people think they suck. And with this song, yeah, I agree. They really do suck. This is slop. Oh look, I'm using the word slop again. We certainly have had a lot of slop today, but this is the sloppiest slop that ever slopped. Just listen to this. So ultra generic, just an empty nothing of a song. The kind that's perfect for retail music and commercials. The 2024 Hyundai Elantra SE, now at just over $23,000. See your local Hyundai dealer today! Carnival may be a bad song, but at least it is something. This is not something. Hell, it's not even nothing. It's less than nothing. I can see why this band has no fans. Letter Brothers, you may have made some decent rockers 20 years ago, but now, no one cares anymore.
Can't wait to see the